Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Hello students, now in your previous video we have seen definition of vector and type of vectors. Now let us move ahead and study what is algebra of vectors. Under this, the first topic what we are going to study is scalar multiplication. Now what is scalar multiplication? Now here you have to consider one vector a bar and one scalar k. So k into a bar will be called as scalar multiple of vector a bar. You can see above. And what will be the magnitude of this new vector? It will be modulus of k into a bar, which is same as modulus of k into modulus of a bar. Yes, now we all know that when we multiply a scalar with a vector, we will get a vector quantity only. So here k into a bar is also a new vector. Now the direction, what will be the direction of k into a bar? It depends upon the value of k. So if k is greater than 0, that means if k is positive, then the direction of a bar and k into a bar will be same. And if the value of k is less than 0, that means if k is negative, then the direction of the vector a bar and k into a bar will be opposite. So in the diagram you can see there is one vector a bar and two vectors k into a bar and k into a bar. Once when k is greater than 0, the direction is same as a bar, and when k is less than 0, the direction is opposite to a bar. So this is called as scalar multiplication. Clear? Now the second thing what we are going to study is addition of two vectors. So if you have two vectors a bar and b bar, then their addition or the resultant is denoted by a bar plus b bar. Now under this addition of two vectors, we are going to study two laws. One is the triangle law and second is the parallelogram law. Okay. Now let us study the triangle law. Now here what is the triangle law? Now you have to consider a triangle ABC. See in the diagram. So the side AB is called as vector a bar. The side BC is called as vector b bar. So you have two vectors a bar and b bar along the two sides of the triangle. Then the vector AC bar along the third side of the triangle is given by addition of the two sides, that is AB bar plus BC bar, it is equal to AC bar. So this is known as the triangle law. So the third side of the triangle is given by addition of the two sides of the triangle. So above you can see AB bar plus BC bar is equal to AC bar. That is AC bar will be equal to A bar plus B bar, and this is known as triangle law of addition of two vectors. Now next law what you are going to study is parallelogram law. Now when you are studying a parallelogram law, so you should have a parallelogram. So see in the diagram parallelogram A, B, C, D. Okay. Now consider two vectors A bar and B bar. So along the two adjacent sides, that is AB bar, the vector is called as A bar, and along the side AD, the vector is called as B bar. Okay. Now as opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal, so what will be BC is equal to, side BC will also be equal to B bar. Now draw the diagonal AC. Now only you have studied the triangle law. What is it says? The third side of the triangle is addition of the two sides of the triangle. So what will be AC bar is equal to, it will be AB bar plus BC bar, that is A bar plus B bar. Okay. So what does the parallelogram law tells you? It tells you that the diagonal is equal to the addition of the adjacent sides of a parallelogram. So what it is telling you, the diagonal of a parallelogram is equal to addition of the vectors of the adjacent sides of a parallelogram. So AC bar is equal to AB bar plus AD bar, or it is also called as AC bar is equal to AB bar plus BC bar. Now next what we are going to study is subtraction of two vectors. Now subtraction of two vectors means directly we can say that if you have two vectors A bar and B bar, then subtraction will be A bar minus B bar. So you can see above A bar minus B bar can also be written as A bar plus minus of B bar. Means what? Minus b bar is negative vector of b bar. We all know, we have studied negative of a vector. So minus b bar is called as negative vector of b bar. Now in the diagram, see the triangle ABC. So AB, along AB it is vector a bar, along BC it is vector b bar. Okay. Now you have to construct BD, that is you have to extend this side BC such that the magnitude of BD is same as BC but the direction is opposite. Okay. So extend till point D such that BC and BD, the length are same but the directions are opposite. So they will be negative of each other. So you can see we have written BD bar is equal to minus of BC bar. Now BC bar is B bar, therefore BD bar will be equal to minus of B bar. So now next you have to consider the triangle ABD. Now we have studied the triangle law. So what will be AD bar is equal to? It will be equal to AB bar plus BD bar, that is A bar plus minus of B bar, means one and the same, that is A bar minus B bar. So this is called as subtraction of two vectors. Now after studying the algebra of vectors, we will start with few notes related to them. So first we will see the notes related to the scalar multiplication. Now let us go towards the first note. What it says, here you can see if k is equal to 0, then k into a bar, it will be equal to 0 bar. Clearly anything you multiply by 0, you will get 0, and here it will be a 0 vector. So 0 bar. Okay. Now what does the second note say? You have two vectors a bar and k into a bar. Now these two vectors will be collinear vectors, or they will be parallel vectors. So remember, a vector and its scalar multiplication, they are collinear or parallel vectors. Okay. Now the third note, this is very important note and it is required while solving your problems also. What does it say? You have two non-zero vectors a bar and b bar, and they are collinear or they are parallel if a bar is equal to m into b bar, where m is not equal to 0. So what is meaning of this? So two vectors will be collinear or parallel if they are scalar multiples of each other. So you can see a bar equal to m into b bar. So please remember this point, it is very much important. Two vectors are collinear or parallel if they are scalar multiples of each other. Okay. Now let us move towards the next note, that is the fourth one. What it says, let a cap be the unit vector along non-zero vector a bar. Yes. What is meaning of this? So there is a non-zero vector a bar, and along that vector there is a unit vector. That means what? Magnitude is 1, is a cap. So what will be a bar is equal to? Clearly it will be equal to magnitude of a bar into the unit vector a cap. Okay. So what is a cap, that is the unit vector, is equal to? It is a bar upon magnitude of a bar. You can see above. So whenever you want to find any unit vector along any vector, you can find out using this formula. Unit vector is equal to the vector itself upon the magnitude of the vector. Okay. Now the fifth note, what it is? Now if you want to find any vector of length k in the same direction as a bar, what it will be equal to? It will be equal to k into a cap. Okay. Here it is written a bar, actually it is k into a cap. Why like this? Because there is a vector a bar, and along that vector a bar, what will be the unit vector? It will be a cap. Now what is the magnitude of unit vector? It is 1. Now you want to find a vector whose magnitude, means whose length is k. So what you are going to do? You are going to multiply k with the unit vector, so that you get a new vector whose magnitude is k. Okay. So it will be equal to k into a cap, that is k into a bar upon magnitude of a. Now let us start with the notes related to addition of vectors. Now here if you see the first two notes, what it wants to tell you, that is when to use the triangle law of addition and when to use the parallelogram law of addition. So if you have two vectors a bar and b bar, if they are acting simultaneously, then you will use parallelogram law. and if the vectors a bar and b bar, they are acting one after another, that is a bar is acting and after that b bar is acting, then you will use the triangle law of addition. Clear? Simultaneously acting of vectors use parallelogram law, and vectors are acting one after the another, then use the triangle law. Okay. Now what does the third note say? Adding a vector to its opposite vector gives a zero vector, 0 bar. See, how is it possible? See, we have seen negative of a vector. So here you can see we have written PQ bar plus QP bar. Means what? You are going P to Q and again from Q to P you are coming back. So means your initial and the terminal point is same, that is equal to PP bar. So if initial and terminal point coincides, then the vector is equal to 0 bar. Okay. Now even if you see PQ bar and QP bar, they are opposite in direction. Therefore they will be negative vectors of each other. So PQ bar will be equal to what? Minus of QP bar. You can see above. So if you add PQ bar plus QP bar, that is equal to minus of QP bar plus QP bar, means it is the 0 vector. So what is happening here? If you add two vectors which are opposite in direction, it will be, in resultant will be a 0 vector. Now let us study the fourth note. In your fourth note, we will talk about the triangle ABC. Now we have studied triangle law. What it says? AB bar plus BC bar, it is equal to AC bar. Okay. So AC bar and CA bar, they are along the same side, but if you talk from AC and CA, they become opposite in direction. Therefore they are negative of each other. So we have written here AC bar is minus of CA bar. Okay. Now go towards the sides of the triangle. So if you add AB bar plus BC bar plus CA bar, what is AB bar plus BC bar? It is AC bar. Now AC bar is minus of CA bar. So minus of CA bar plus CA bar, it is equal to 0 bar. So what is meaning of this note? What it says? When the vectors along the sides of a triangle are in order, then their resultant is 0 or initial and terminal points becomes the same. Are in order means what? The direction goes from A to B, B to C and from C to A. So if these are the flow of the direction, then your initial and terminal point becomes the same, that is A. So when your initial and terminal point coincides, means the resultant vector will be equal to 0 vector. Okay. Now let us move towards the next note. It is related to addition law of vectors which can be extended to a polygon. So we are considering 4 vectors A bar, B bar, C bar and D bar along the 4 sides of the polygon P, Q, R, S, T. So you can see in the diagram PQ bar is A bar, QR bar is B bar, RS bar is C bar and ST bar is D bar, right? So now if you look at, now here we are going to use triangle law. So look at triangle PQR. You can see it is PQ bar plus QR bar, it is equal to PR bar. So automatically PR bar becomes A bar plus B bar. Then we will move towards the next triangle, that is PRS. So PS bar is PR bar plus RS bar, that is A bar plus B bar plus C bar. Okay. Now next triangle what we are going to see is PST. So PST in this triangle, PT bar is equal to PS bar plus ST bar. PS is A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus you will get D bar. ST bar is D bar. So automatically PT bar becomes A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus D bar. This means what? PT bar is sum of all the vectors A bar plus B bar, C bar and D bar. That means one side of the polygon is addition of remaining sides of the polygon. So this is called as law of addition of vectors or polygonal law of addition of vectors. Okay. So let us move ahead with the next notes. Let us see the sixth one, commutative law. A bar plus B bar is equal to B bar plus A bar. So anyhow you add the vectors, you are going to get the same answer. Okay. The next is associative law. So here we use brackets. So first in LHS you can see you solve the bracket A bar plus B bar and then you add it to the vector C bar, or on RHS you first add B bar plus C bar and then add that vector to A bar. at last you are going to get the same new vector. Okay. Then the eighth one is additive identity. Now we all know if we add 0 to any number, you get the same number. Similarly here, if to any vector you add a 0 vector, you are going to get the vector itself. So a bar plus 0 bar or 0 bar plus a bar, it is equal to a bar only. Then additive inverse, ninth one. So if you add a vector and a negative of a vector, we have already seen it gives you a 0 vector. So clearly a bar plus minus of a bar means it is a bar minus a bar, and it will be equal to 0 bar. Okay. Now let's see the 10th one. Here you have two vectors a bar b bar and two scalars m and n. So you have first law as distributive law. So m plus n into a bar, it will be equal to m into a bar plus n into a bar. So you multiply vector to both the scalars, and in between you have addition sign. The next distributive law is for there is only one scalar and you add two vectors. So m into a bar plus b bar is m into a bar plus n into b bar. And last one is there are two scalars, multiplication of two scalars with a vector. So anyhow you can multiply, either you can multiply first two scalars with the vector, or you can do one scalar multiplication with the vector and then you can multiply the other scalar. Always you will get the same answer. Okay. Now the 11th one, it is called as triangle inequality. So if modulus of a bar plus b bar is less than equal to modulus of a bar plus modulus of b bar, this is called as triangle inequality. Okay. And the last one, any two vectors a bar and b bar determine a plane, and the vectors a bar plus b bar and a bar minus b bar also lie in the same plane. So if you have two vectors a bar and b bar in the same plane, then the addition of the vectors and the subtraction of the vectors, you will get a new vector, and that vector will also lie in the same plane. Okay. So these are the notes related to the addition of two vectors and the scalar multiplication of vectors. Clear all the notes? Thank you.